We are live. How you doing?
Well, we're recording. I don't know if we're live.
Yeah. Might as well be.
All right, man. How we doing?
Editing it that much, are we? So, not like we're going to edit anything else, so might as well be live.
Dude, you're going to have to move your computer closer or something. It's barely picking up your voice. It's just, sometimes it's real faint.
Yeah, how's that?
That's better, bud.
Probably could have got the laptop on the table, so probably covering the speaker or something.
Oh, I just figured you'd balance it.
Yeah, but if I sneeze or cough or anything like that, who knows what you're going to end up getting a view of when I throw the laptop off my belly.
How was your weekend, Liam?
Yeah, it was good, thanks. I had my mum and brother visit me. Well, they visited London and I went and met them with Helly. Had a nice little day out in Camden, close to actually where we will be this coming Saturday.
Is it near Camden?
Yeah, it's. I think you just got to stay on the Northern Line for a little bit longer or something. It's
nice.
basically the same direction, yeah.
Okay.
Quite good for a night out, so you never know.
Nice. I can dig it.
Yeah. No, other than that, bit of training, good weather, can't complain. What about yourselves?
Yeah, Aaron, our new guy, he had a cookout and we went over there and threw some bags on Saturday. You kind of forget, you don't because you train outside a lot. Dude, throwing outside's hard sometimes, man. Because that sun heats some boards up, then they get going fast, or the wind will pick up and you're like, wee, wee.
Yeah. Especially if you play into the evening as well, there's a certain point where it just becomes impossible. Like even a slick side will just stop. As soon as it hits that dew point, it will just stop, no matter what. So that usually is the thing that cuts me short at the moment.
Well, I think you're still getting more hours in than most anyway, so.
Every day, always, every day. I'll be doing something. Gotta retain that title.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Nice.
Announcement coming soon. Tune in next week.
Tune in next week. For sure. Graham, you didn't cook out. You didn't do anything. I know we were on the pod last night recording our bonus episode that'll be out late in the week.
Yeah.
It was a good episode. Real good having Woody and EJ on talking about Worlds and just kind of getting a perspective of what it's like. And it's crazy because, you know, we recorded that episode last night and having talked to them guys, just how hectic it is. And then, to be honest, this is where I don't care. ACO, ACL, I just want to play cornhole. Listening to Craig talk about it on Corn on the Pod, it seems like it might not have been as many players maybe at Worlds. Maybe there was, I don't know. I didn't see the final numbers. But he said the way he made it sound and the way they kind of went with their schedule too. And then when we had Kim on, she talked about it. Apparently, man, it was super crazy out there as well. But apparently, it was super hot, Craig said. And of course, being from Scotland, his idea of hot and my idea of hot is probably way different. But I could understand how it affected him. He's like, I just wanted to go outside and get fresh air. There was no fresh air. It was just hot and humid. I was like, yeah, welcome to Oklahoma, bud.
Yeah, I mean, I can attest to that. I mean, last year being in Kentucky, it was like walking through treacle outside. It was just so hot and humid.
Yeah.
It was insane. But yeah, like from my own experience being at ACO Worlds last year, it was 8 a.m. doors opened, 5-6 days straight. There were people, even when they closed the building and we walked back to the hotel, there were people still throwing in like the pitch black with like spotlights on the boards. Like they just couldn't get enough. And I was like, how are you not like just curled up in a ball because your arm is just completely wrecked? It was like 11:30 at night. They've been playing for about 15 hours already.
Yeah. No, and
it's just different level.
It is different level, and I think I did you guys listen to Corn on the Pod this week or last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craig hit that nail on the head, and me, the three of us have talked about this before. You're not, 2 episodes ago, Dan Lilly was talking about being, having mental and physical fatigue, and listening to Craig and knowing what you just said about going to Worlds last year and what EJ and Woody had to say, and then of course the times we've traveled and we're playing in 3 days. Friday night, all day Saturday, and then Sunday. You can't get over that kind of fatigue just by training. That kind of fatigue you have to get over, because it's not the physical you could probably work through. Like Liam, you probably get less physically strained than maybe the rest of us because you do train so much more. So your muscle memory, your body is kind of used to it. But that mental fatigue, you can't replicate that in practice. It has to be game time situations to really get that, and to be able to go from 9 a.m. till 10 o'clock at night and be on it. You can only get that by playing cornhole. And I loved what Craig said, man, about, it's all fine playing singles all day, but for us to really move forward as a country and playing, man, we got to start having multi-day tournaments, singles and doubles. And then, of course, he suggested not having rounders so that we get through singles quicker, and then we can jump right into like a doubles tournament. I don't know how I feel about that. When and he brought up a good point, because he's like, hey, you're going to get the same amount of games as you would otherwise. And where that I agree with. My thing is, though, are the people in the lower tiers going to get the quality of games? Because you're not giving them any type of rounders. You're not giving them any type of that. You're just jumping right into a seated bracket where, Maddie, my daughter, who's going to play this weekend, and Elliot's going to play this weekend. If we don't do rounders and I guess because we still are going to do 2 tiers, but you're going to, they right off the bat, oh, cool, we just get to play Liam first match.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said on both sides, but I think,
I'm not a huge fan of like the ACO tournament model personally, because I don't think in the UK we play enough to at the ACO this year, I was in I didn't do pool play. I just I was put straight into tier 1 as like an ACO pro. And I just wanted to play more cornhole. So whereas the ACL model, I might be pulled against EJ, or I might be pulled against someone who's never been before.
Yeah.
And that's just a learning experience. I prefer the ACL model for tournaments, in that sense.
Well,
but I understand Europe, that
the ACL Europe model, because like Woody and EJ, and you'll hear it when the episode drops, there's no rounders, man. Those singles matches and those challenger brackets, you just jump straight in. And for the pro qualifier, and again, he talks more in depth about this, so I'll just kind of paraphrase what Woody was saying because I didn't notice it when I watched singles for Worlds, but I rewatched today because I needed something on in the background because I redid the Office and stuff. But so it was rounders, but you'd play 3 games, and as long as you got 2 wins, you moved on to the next round.
Right.
And then 2 wins moved on to the next round. 2 wins moved on to the next round. So that's how they built that all the way up. And then you're in, or then you're in that challenger bracket, and you got to win that. Now you're in the bracket, you got to win that bracket to then move to the pro bracket. So they don't necessarily do rounders like we do in ACL Europe, but I'm with you on that. I think that model, and I think that model's the model to do here in Europe, and especially here in the UK, because we need those extra games. You couldn't just rock up and be like, all right, Here you go. You're just straight into a
You're in
tournament.
you're
and you
straight
get
in your
someone like-
bracket.
Yeah, you get one of these new guys that's going to pay £30 to be in this bracket, and he gets 2 matches and he's out. I mean, I guess if they went and completely tiered it out like ACO does, I guess they would drop down to tier 2. And then if they lost again, they'd drop down to tier 3. So they'd end up still getting, say 4 games. But it's a weird one and it's complicated, I think. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that one.
If it works for them, it works for them. Obviously, they know what they're doing. But I just like the idea of rounders. Warm up games, but they still matter because you need to still get some games to get into tier 1.
That's how you're going to seed out into the bracket.
Yeah. So like even Roman has got to still perform to a level where he can get some wins. He can't just start shooting air nails only or something.
Well,
I mean, he'll still probably beat me if he played air nails only. But
but you think about when we went to Bitburg. You took out 3 pros right off the bat.
Yeah, true.
So you got a great seed going into that bracket rather than, oh crap, I've got to play Roman first match or any mid tier. You know what I mean? Like it gave you an opportunity to get stuff done before you had to jump into a bracket. Whereas, last year in Croatia, and I bring it up because it came up on my memories on Facebook. This time last year, we were in Croatia. I think I went 2-2 in rounders. So I scraped into tier 1 at number 64 right off the bat, right out the gate. Denny Mallon, first match. So it is one of those things. And I think, we're doing this episode to preview this weekend coming up with the season opener for season 4. And I like what Ben and Ali and Nick have come up with. I like being, that tiering, because now it makes me know that no matter what, man, I can't have bad rounders games either, because I got to get up into that tier 1. Yeah. So I've got to be at least at a minimum 2-2 with a good point differential, but preferably at least 3-1. Yeah. To know that I'm gonna get in that top 32.
Yeah.
Because if not, you can't go 1-3. 1-3, you're down in the second tier, man. Earning half the points you would in tier 1. So I think that matters, and I personally commend them, and I like it, and I hope they hear this, because for real, I like this model that we are starting out the season with, and I think it's going to do us a great deal of justice and help people grow. I know we talk about growing the sport. We all want to grow the sport. It's going to help people grow their individual games, because they're going to have to fucking be on it from 9 o'clock. No more, I have, if I fuck up rounders.
0-2 in the first ones, I'll just go 2-2 and then get my warm up.
Like, you got to be on it. And I think it's gonna elevate people's games, because they're gonna have a mentality now of, I can't mess about. And I know I'm one of them, because y'all know this, man. I'm a notoriously slow starter, dude. Yeah. I can't remember the last time that I went out and won my first rounders match. I'm a notoriously slow starter when it comes to cornhole. And maybe that's, because we've been out drinking all night before. I don't know. But it happens. Yeah. So I love the fact that rounders is going to matter. Like, you've got to be on it. You got to be on it.
I remember the last time he didn't win his first rounders game.
Oh, yeah. True.
You're a prick.
Yeah, I've got it till this weekend, potentially. I've got to take every little moment I've got left.
That's true. I'm coming for it this weekend, bro.
Tie the series up at 4 apiece.
I'm coming for it. So, season 4 is upon us. And it's crazy because we're not used to starting this early.
I mean, season 3 is technically, well, we're still in season 3 of Europe. Is it?
Season 4.
Oh, I thought it was Paris.
No, because there was one before
Oh.
we all went to Paris, and because there was a championship that was
Oh, I see.
before the first World Cup.
Right.
So this is
Oh, okay.
World Cup number
Okay.
3, but there was a season before that.
So we're in season 4 and season 4, but end of season
I
4
know.
for Europe.
We haven't even finished the season we're in yet, and we're starting the season we're going to be in, which is crazy. It is crazy, but the only reason I find it crazy is because my elbow's been messing up a lot lately, and I'm like, oh, it'd be so nice to just kind of have a month that I could take off and then come back and train hard the month going into Europeans. But nope, can't do that. It's time to be on it because we don't know what the ACL Europe schedule is going to look like. So we don't know which ones we're going to be at, which ones we're not for UKCL. And it is great that you only take your top 6 performances. So I like that. So if we miss 3 or 4, it's not going to be detrimental. So
Yeah, I'm just looking to front load my season for UK.
yeah,
up
unfortunately,
until January 3rd, I think I'll do that one, and the other. So I'm hoping to get 4 UK ones in before the Europe season even starts again.
yeah, that would be nice. I'm going to struggle for October and for November. I mean, October I'll still probably be all right because it's that first week we get back from Croatia. The biggest problem is I'll have to talk one of my kids into staying home to look after the dog because we'll have been in Croatia for a week. And then I'm taking the kids to the States for like 2.5 weeks at the end of October. So coming back from that, like, I can't remember what day it is in November. I might not even be in town, so I may miss the
15th,
November one.
I think.
See, no, I'll be back, but that's the week after I get back.
Yeah.
So again, I got to make sure one of the kids will stick around because my ex-wife is going to be like, nope, I've had your dog for the last 2.5 weeks. You can go go kick rocks, dude.
So on myself, I can only do, as it stands, 4. So that ain't going to be good for me.
You can only do what?
As it stands, unless I can swap weekends, I can only do 4 of the qualifiers or opens, whatever we're calling them. So that to me,
bring your kids with you.
Well, that's the other option, but I'd try it for the first one. But if it doesn't work, then I'm obviously not going to force them into coming. But that just, for me, puts more importance on rounders to make sure they're getting that tier 1.
We're a community. We can help you out looking after some kids. I mean, I raised 2. They made it to teenage years. I mean, hell, if it's one of those weekends, I'll try to figure out a way. Like, I'll bring one of my kids with me because my kids love hanging out and looking after fucking kids. I don't know why, but they do. They don't look after themselves, but they like looking after others' kids.
No, we'll try and figure something out. But I mean, if not, it just, for me, it puts that more importance on making sure I'm in tier 1 for the points.
Yeah.
I'd much rather be tier 1, finish last in tier 1 than win tier 2. Yeah, it'd be great to finally get a trophy, but that's not what I want. I don't want a tier 2 trophy. I want to be. I want to
there's no guarantee
be up there in tier 1.
No, you will get a tier 2 trophy. Just don't come second in tier 2 or in tier 1. If we work off ACO, they still owe me 2 trophies.
So, as it approaches, man, we got, let's talk about who are the players to watch.
In what sense are we talking?
Let's start off with who do you think are your top? Who's going to be your top 5 for the season? Like, let's start off with that. Who's going to be your top 5 for the season?
So, well, there's only going to be one number one. That's a given. Who else would I choose? Me, for anyone that doesn't know me already and doesn't know that I'll always back myself.
Of course.
So I think Jared's going to be up there again. So it's difficult to tell because it's like who's going to make 6 or less tournaments but still make it like top 5.
Well, no,
because that's one option.
Here's the thing. Let's discuss this as if all these players hit all 6 of their tournaments.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we don't know what's going on yet. So let's just play it out as these players are going to hit all 6 tournaments.
Okay.
Well, I put Ali in the top 5 because being the director of it, you'd assume he's going to make all 10, and we've been able to drop your worst 4. So he's going to be a top 5 player.
Yeah.
I believe Dan Lilly said he plans to attend everyone this season. So again, same argument. He's going to drop his 4 worst. So you'd think
you're saying okay. So Graham, you've got Ali, Danny. Who else?
And this isn't in any order. This is just a top 5. Like obviously, we know the lumberjack here. He just collects wood, and he's going to keep on doing that this season. So
I just needed you to say it.
so Liam's going to be in there. I think Jared's going to have a good season again, and I think he's going to win one. And then that other one, I'd probably put yourself up there, depending on how the ACL schedule goes. You've been top 5 every season.
Thank you.
Why would it not continue? If you've got all this previous years worth of data of it happening, why would it change?
Yeah. No, and I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping I can stay in the top 5 for sure.
And obviously myself, I want to get it. I'm not content with top 16. I scraped top 16 last season. Then I did the same season before. I want top 10. So I need, but then that's obviously going to be dependent on a lot of things, like if I am able to attend more, what the ACL calendar is. But if I was able to go to more, that would be my goal.
Yeah.
Well, I would go in no particular order. Myself, Jared, Dan Lilly, Josh, and John Steins. Is that 5?
That is 5.
And my reasoning behind those, I think we might see a couple of new faces maybe winning a tournament or 2 at the back end of the season, but all of those players have been in finals, and I think that makes a huge difference. One, in that longevity of playing in a tournament all day and still having to play well in that final game.
Yeah.
And I think Jared's from the Nationals got good experience from it, because I could tell he was nervous. I mean, you could probably chuck like a couple of others up there as well, just based off maybe skill level, things like that. But I think at this stage, at the level that everyone's sort of creeping up to similar levels now, I think it's now going to come down to tournament exposure and final, like, regularly hitting that like podium position, king seat games, loser bracket finals. Like if you're regularly hitting those where it's like high pressured, like you're bound to get into that final at least once and then get it over the line maybe another time. Yeah, and we'll probably see the likes of, say, Charlie Lomax. I mean, oh, well, you could chuck Ali up there as well. I know it's a slightly different story because he was in a final, obviously, against Richard. It's just a case of whether he can balance the actual running of a tournament as well as playing.
For sure. Because that's
that
hard,
plays
man.
into it.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree 100%. That's definitely hard to do. Hard to do.
Like,
so
it's
my
no.
top five. No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, no. It's no slight on some of those up and coming players. Like, they have the skill set to beat me. They have the skill set to beat Dan Lilly, all of the and Jared, like the top three or whatever. But it's a different ball game when everyone has stopped throwing and everyone's staring at your game.
Yeah,
it's a different ball game then. And the others have already experienced it.
I agree. Now, mine does change a little bit because I have a dark horse coming in. So obviously Liam and myself, I'm with you. I'm going to back myself every time. I've been top five. I don't plan on not being top five. Danny, because again, the data's there. That dude's. I mean, we give Danny shit about being the bridesmaid, but I mean, he's still the bridesmaid, man. He's still podiums a lot. So I got him up there. Jared, of course. There's those he's top three easy. But my fifth one coming in is Aaron. Out of my club, man. I throw with this dude every Tuesday, and the dude is consistent as hell, man. And I'm not taking anything away from Alex out of my club. I'm not. But again, Alex is one of those guys that work schedule kind of dictates when he gets to go and stuff like that. Aaron, on the other hand, I think he'll be at a lot of the tournaments. And his rollback and cut shot is there as well. So the dude can throw, man. The dude can throw. So I'm picking him up in my top five, man. I truly am. And I have, my fringe guys are, I'll tell you, one of my fringe guys, as long as he can make more than 1-2 tournaments, I'll put Craig up there. I will, because when he is at a tournament, man, he performs at a very good level. John Steins is a fringe guy for me, and Ali for sure. So those three could easily sneak into that top five, in my opinion. And that's not to say I couldn't be the one they bump out of the top five. I've got my own goals this season upcoming for both the UKCL and the ACL. So I plan on putting in the work and staying more focused than I do. I'm not going to be the guy that, I'll be cutting up in between games, but I'm not going to be that dude anymore during games, man. Like, I've got goals, so I've got to stay more focused during matches. So, yeah.
Aaron was actually before we went recording on whatever, he was my wild card after watching him in the UK
Johnny.
Open. I think a lot of the UKCL are only thinking about last season and like the players that they know, but I think he's going to come in and he's going to upset a lot of the top 10.
Oh, 100%.
I'm thankful that I've seen him play and that I know that I can't sleep on that guy. And I hope I play him at the weekend because I think that'd be a really good game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like he was throwing like what 8s, 9s. I've seen, he throws in the 9s every now and then regularly in the 8s, and like every now and then it will be a 7 and everything. I don't think you can. By the sounds of it, I didn't know he had rolls and cuts, but you play a block game against him and you might come unstuck. But also, I imagine he can probably run bags a little bit as well because he's got experience.
He can definitely run bags for sure. But his roll game isn't like expert level or nothing, but it's coming on. And when he needs to hit a cut or a roll, I've seen him do it. So, So yeah, that's mine. All right. Who is going to be the surprise? Let's go with, can we pick 2, maybe 3 players each that just surprise everybody and get into that final 16?
The final 16. Let me have a little look at the old. Well, mine would have been Aaron.
Yeah.
So that's my wild card, shall we say? You know, unranked last season. Obviously, he wasn't there. I'm gonna go with.
And again, this is based on the fact that everybody gets their 6 tournaments in.
Yeah. Top 16 weren't top 16. I think. Alex Bowers.
Yep. He's one of mine.
If he can get them 6 or 4 tournaments or whatever. Yeah, when his block game's on, like, I mean, I felt that in UK Open. I got battered because I just lost concentration.
Yeah, but he's been throwing them ultras, so and it's crazy because he can still put up a block with them ultras, but then he will just run bags, dude, and it's so effortless. Like he just stands there and he's like, meh,
yeah,
meh, and I'm like, dude.
Dude, for me, yeah, I don't know if it'd be so much a surprise given that previous seasons he's finished. I think he's finished there, and then obviously he was in the final of Tier 2. But Ollie,
yeah,
I could see Ollie putting a few good runs together and getting the top 16, finishing the season Tier 1.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it's kind of a cheap pick, going a bit broad, but one of the newbies. So whether it's Aaron or Woody or one of these other new people that we don't know yet.
Yeah. Some of the Solent guys.
Yeah, even they've got the potential, yeah. Well, but that's my 2 picks. I'm going Ollie.
Sorry. Who was your other person other than Ollie?
I've gone broad with it. I've gone for a completely new face to the league. So just going general, a newbie. So either, obviously it means Aaron's in that conversation, Woody, depending how many he can make. There's other names on the list that I don't recognise. So that's my pick.
It's the guy who went to ACO. He's going, isn't he? On Saturday?
Who?
No, that's a different Jason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, again,
a couple of these new names.
That's a new name. There's somebody on there who's not even got a Scoreholio record because their SPR's they're on 50 and 0 games played. So it might be that, like I was at the very first UK Open years ago, the first time thrown competitive. It could be like that for them, or for all we know, that it's just their first time playing on Scoreholio. They could have tens of thousands of games like in ACL or something like that, but never registered a Scoreholio game. So it'll be interesting to see.
Or they just created a whole new account.
Maybe.
Cool.
Can I do that then, so I can like get rid of all the freaking losses I've got on mine?
Dude, you can do whatever you want, man. We still know we will still know who Graham is.
Yeah, still know how shit I am.
Yeah, my two were definitely Alex and Ollie. For sure. And I know it sounds biased. I know people are just they're gonna talk shit and say, oh, Josh just being biased because it's his club. It's not. I just feel that when they're on, they can play against anybody in this fucking league and give them a run for their money. 100%. All right, so, but I will say this too. I think because you get to drop your worst 4, I think there's going to just be a lot of shakeups throughout the year.
Yeah. To be fair, I do not envy Ben. Like he's going to be like that meme from the Hangover where he just got all the formulas like that, trying to work shit out. I do not envy him working that out come the end of the season, trying to work out who's in the Nationals and who's in what.
I don't think it's going to be as difficult as you think, though, because it's set number of points. It doesn't matter how many people are in the tournament. There's just a set number of points.
Yeah.
So you build a spread. All you got to do is build a spreadsheet. And after you put the results in there, it's going to shuffle everything for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, fuck, AI can do that shit for you now. You ain't even got to build the Excel spreadsheet yourself anymore. I'm sure you can just go, hey, AI, can you build this for me? Done.
Yeah.
So who is your complete just crazy, this person's going to come in, and I want it to be a person that we know already, that nobody is going to, let me rephrase, that people don't take as seriously as they probably should, and they're going to surprise and shock a lot of people this year.
Vicky.
Fuck you stole mine.
I knew it would be one, so I was like, I'm getting that in quick. Yeah.
What about you, Grant or Liam? Liam Lumberjack?
I think one of the Solent guys. I think they're gonna. I think at least, well, Jared, but I think one of the others will be top 10 finishing next season.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a shocker. That would be a shocker because other than Dave, we don't know a lot about any of them.
No, I would say yeah. If I was to pick a name, Dave Farmer.
Yeah.
Dave who?
Dave Farmer. I think he's massively improved in like this last 6 months, up to levels of which, like, you know, once he gets over that 7 PPR regular, he'll be pushing top 15 if he can keep that consistent and not have one of them like dodgy games that we all have where we throw like a 4 or a 3 or something. Yeah. So I think it's all just going to be about consistency and how much you're playing, and I think they got a good thing going on down in Solent, regularly playing. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Although the commentary from their side is terrible. If Dave in the final, if Dave is listening, which I'm sure he is, I'm in the final on Saturday and Jared's there as well, and he's in the final, stop telling him to throw a double bag rodeo to get 2 points. No one thinks like that in a final. When you get into a final, you will understand this. You don't shoot crazy ACL pro Jamie Graham shots, Tony Smith shots to rodeo bags every 2 rounds. Ridiculous commentary. Couldn't believe it when I was listening.
He needs to go for the and one penguin.
Yeah.
Hey, this is no slight on you. You are a good person. You're a good dude, man. We like you. But yes, I have to agree with Liam. You were calling for some shots that just aren't in Jared's wheelhouse.
They're in none of our wheelhouses.
Huh?
They're in none of our wheelhouses. None of us pull those shots out
in
a final.
Have that tool in our toolbox.
What we're going to do, we're going to board it, or we're going to front board it, or we're going to try and airmail and shoot it off the back. Yeah, exactly.
I'm still upset about that. Not at you, but in general, that we lost that match, and then they went on to win the whole daggum tournament, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, it's a learning experience, if nothing else.
Oh, 100%, man. I think, but I mean, you say that. I think where we started in February playing as doubles together to where we ended in July playing doubles together, is night and day.
Yeah.
And I think we'll just be even better in Croatia in September.
Yeah.
So.
And then if the UKCL put on a doubles tournament, I hope the Corn on the Pod guys, I'm sure they're quaking in their boots.
Maybe not, man. They're pretty confident dudes.
Yeah.
Challenging for the trophy.
But if you are listening to this, me and Liam want to throw our name in the mix for that Corn on the Pod trophy. And we want a shot at that doubles title that you guys keep talking about from 2 years ago.
Because we can't take John's seniors title because we aren't seniors. So we can keep that for another, 9 years?
9 years. I'm coming for
it. Yeah. There's a couple more years for me. 26 or something, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, you got
not that many.
29 years, dickhead.
Yeah. 6.
I know maths is hard, but
26. Yeah, 26. 26 years you can keep it.
How old are you?
I'm 29 this year.
Oh, I thought you said you were 26. So yes.
No.
Sorry. I thought you said 26, so I said 29. You're 29, it's 26. My bad.
Yeah. But yeah.
I just thought Helly was a cradle robber.
Well, she is. She's a different decade to me.
All right, yeah. So Vicky is my she's the one that I think is going to come out, and people are still going to try to think about early days Vicky rather than new and improved Vicky 2.0, who doesn't just wing it up there hoping it's going to go in the hole. She actually thinks about what she's doing. She's actually aiming a bag, and she can actually do stuff with it now. So yeah, that's
could be first top 20 woman.
Yeah.
I don't think
Flo didn't go to enough events.
No.
But I love Flo, don't get me wrong, but I think Vicky may have surpassed her now. I believe I see Vicky being on the fringe of that top 16 for nationals. That's my pick, to be on that fringe and to be the breakout player of the season.
Can agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it'll be tough for her. I'm not saying it's going to be something easy to do, but I think
she sorts out her bags, which by the looks of it she has with the Great Cornhole team member announcement the other week. Because after talking to her in the UK Open, that was the thing that she was struggling with most. Maybe it was just because of doubles. But yeah, when you're struggling to get some bags to work for you, if she can get that to work, then she'll get that consistency going a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree. She, like I said, she's my player that's gonna be. She's my pick for breakout player of the season for sure.
Yeah.
My other, I will say though, Mark Pallett, I think, is going to be one that people are going to kind of still underestimate a bit, and I think he's going to make a lot of noise.
And I would say as well, anyone who ends up going to Europe more, they're always going to be improving way faster than everyone else.
Yeah. And again, it's just that it's being able to get that mental reputation of playing good players, playing a lot, because you do. I mean, we start on Friday, we play for hours on Friday, and then 12, 13 hours on a Saturday, and then another 7 hours on a fucking Sunday. And it's crazy too, because as y'all both know, when we go, just because we might get out of the tournament, that doesn't mean we just pack our bags away and do nothing. There's always side games going on. There's always something, man. We're always still playing. There's always someone that's like, hey, you want to throw some bags? Let's play for a beer. Let's play a cash game. Let's do this.
We all did it last year in Trier. We set up our own little tournament, didn't we?
Yeah. But I mean, even in Finland, we were playing cash games on the side. It's just something and I get it. Not everybody wants to play a cash game. That's not what I'm saying. Play for a beer, play for a pound. Doesn't matter. But put something on the line. That way you mentally turn on to try to win. Because when it's just tossing bags, you're not mentally turned on. You know, like you're bullshitting, you're chatting, whatever. But when there's something on the line and that you're trying to go after and win, even if it is just a pound, I believe, and I don't know, y'all may disagree, but I believe just even that makes you think, all right, man, I got to tune in. I don't want to lose this match.
Yeah.
Because you're playing for something.
The doubles game against ETC was a prime example. We had something on the line there.
100%, and it's going to be great. Oh, my God, I cannot wait. And, oh, by the way, should we mention it, or should we wait until the bonus episode comes out?
It'll only be a few days, so they could wait.
All right.
But yeah, what I would say is if you're tired after a one-day UK event, you need to get way more experienced in playing tournaments. Because, yeah, like when it comes to the final in the UK, like the Nationals, I was in no way tired or mentally tired at all.
Yeah.
And that's not through training every day or anything like that. It was just through, you know, playing 14 hours straight in Germany when I made it to the whatever finals or whatever, or in Switzerland when I made it to the third place in, I can't remember, this blind draw or the swap or whatever. It was like those long tournament condition days.
Yeah, I agree.
And then having to play the next day and then the day after. If you think you're tired after one day or 8 hours of playing, try it on a Sunday when you're having to throw.
But you've also traveled.
With this guy facing you.
But you've traveled. You've stayed in a hotel. You probably been eating kind of shitty food because there's not much going. You know you've drank a lot of beers.
It's probably 35 degrees outside in the shade and about 40 degrees inside, and you're dripping with sweat.
Oh, Italy was terrible. I mean, for conditions, Italy was crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, it was 35 the whole time we were in Italy. And you're drinking beers. We've traveled. Y'all had been there all week anyway. Like, but it's those little things that help you overcome that mental block. Yeah. Like, so I grew up wrestling and playing baseball and stuff, right? And my wrestling coach used to tell us, if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. So when you're feeling fatigued, you don't let it bother you, it won't matter. And the only way you can get over that is by putting yourself in pressure situations where you have to try to overcome some type of mental block.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting all these bugs flying in because of the lights, but the window. So I've just got fucking bugs flying around, and my dog's gonna go mental. But yeah, like I just had one land on my face, man. It's like these moths.
Yeah. Do we have any other predictions for the season?
I think we've seen you winners a few times this season.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I see Liam winning. If you only hit 6, I see you winning 3. Okay. Nothing against you, but I do. I think I think you're going
I'll
to have
take
those
one out.
guys that are just going to be better on that day.
Yeah.
Or
But three's
they're
all
gonna,
I need. Three's all I need.
or if it comes to a long grinding match, not that you don't have that stamina to do it, but when it starts getting into those late rounds and you're 19-19, we know that little things matter. One little mistake, we know we did it in doubles in the UK, and we both just had, each one of us had our little mental lapse that could have won the game, and we didn't. And then we ended up losing because one bad bag on my side, and this dude's like, all right, cool, man, a 12 again. Okay. I mean, because it was just the one bad bag, because yes, it was a 12-on-5 to end, but that's also because I was trying to like collect and airmail drag and do everything I could, just trying to manufacture points at that point. But up to that point, man, we were just neck and neck with them for rounds. So I think you get 3 out of 6. Because I think I 100% believe Jared will get one this year. No doubt in my mind. Actually, I think he'll probably get a couple this year. I think Danny finally breaks out and gets one this year. I plan on trying to win at least one more. My trophy's lonely.
Yeah, we can't have it just us two being the only UK players to have wood from the UKCL.
I mean, we could.
We could.
We could. But
that won't happen, though.
I like everybody at my table to eat, so.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody
we're not going to be at all of them anyway.
Yeah. And I don't want
unless they want to just forfeit and send it down or whatever, just because they want to keep the tradition. You know how Brits can be very traditional about their their kings and everything.
Hey, they already hate me and Graham, dude. You're just setting yourself up for failure here, Liam.
Well, if I win the next nationals, I'm going to go full ACO. I'm going to get myself a little cape. I'm going to get myself a crown, and I'm going to go Liam, the first of his name, just protector of the realm, king of Cornwall.
We can't hear you, Graham.
I said he needs to go get all that shit ready for the weekend. That way, when he wins it, we will crown him.
Yeah, I look like a bit of a dickhead if I don't win it, though, won't I?
You just say you brought it along for the winner.
Yeah. As national champ, I will induct you into the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Champions.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, it's shaping up to be a fun season.
Definitely.
But how are you going into this on Saturday? Are you going into it confident or?
Yeah, I am. I'm going into it fairly confident, man. I believe that I've got it fairly worked out to be able to throw the bag straight 90% of the time.
Nice.
I've not been able to practice as much as I want to, but I've still got a few days, so I can make sure I try and at least get the boards out in an evening, or if I can at lunchtime.
If you bring warm-up Graham from the UK Open.
That's the only thing. If I just need to pound a freaking shit ton of gummies or something. If I bring chilled Graham, I'm a problem for most people.
Yeah.
Graham
doesn't exist once it's game on, unfortunately.
Graham is definitely the down and back champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll throw back-to-back 4-baggers and then throw a 1.
In
game.
Bloody mess around game or down the back, I'll throw up 4-bagger airmails only.
Yep. And then the real match starts, and he's like, "Oh, cool, side rail."
Yeah, front board,
off the back.
Yeah, everywhere but on the board.
Floor blocker.
He'll put that 4th bag block in.
Yeah. Let's count how many times we've done that.
Of course, I like to throw that 4th bag block a lot. So, what else we got? Anything?
We got news out of Switzerland.
We did. Our
Yeah, so
sponsors, Slicky Baggers.
Sponsors, Slicky Baggers.
The first European bag manufacturer with their ACL Pro stamp.
Yeah,
well, they got
it's
the
not
Pro
all
stamp.
series.
It's not comp now. They've got five of their 9 series are Pro stamped bags.
Yeah, so the Cosmics, the Fish, the Sincano, the Naughty, and the Crazies, which are the bags well, I won't be throwing actually, I don't think, this weekend, because I gave them Flo, because she's going to take them for me to Croatia, save on thingy, so I'll be throwing me retros instead, probably. Yeah, they're now all Pro stamped bags. The rest are still comp. Oh,
Nice. Congrats to
proving they're
them.
the best bag manufacturer in Europe.
For sure. Anything else?
I'm going to France next week.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Good luck in France.
Thank you. I hope to drink lots of wine, eat lots of cheese.
And then play well.
Always.
Yep.
I mean, some tough competition in our noisy neighbours. And I'm not
France
talking
is
about
gonna
the
be
Scottish either. I'm talking about the old Allez Le Bleu.
Yeah,
They're
the
very
French
good.
tournament, the France Open is going to be super tough.
Yeah,
Super
I'm really
tough.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, I wish I could go. But as we know, my son will be performing on the West End at His Majesty's Theater that weekend. And I'm not missing that. That's not happening. So, although I did, and I keep looking because I keep thinking, ooh, I could fly in on Friday, fly out on Saturday after doubles. But then I think
it's doubles first, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think Helly may kill me if I do that.
Yeah, she's on a drinking ban for the doubles. Genuinely, she's on strict regulation. Considering
Not
she
trying
was
to beat the
asleep.
record of spilt drinks then from Italy.
No, or hours slept mid tournament, equaling the entire tournament. So yeah, no, that should be good. And then just Croatia next month.
I'm super excited, man.
See you there sporting the team jerseys as well.
Yep.
Yeah. It's I don't know if you've worn yours yet, Josh, but it's I like them. Yeah, kindly designed by Helly herself.
You're missing the best part of the shirt though, on the back.
What was that? The old oh God. Our two sponsors.
Yeah. There we are.
Just bought it.
Just bought it.
And swag bags.
Swag bags. Yeah. The inspiration from the design was all of Helly's spilt drinks. Which I don't think she's even realised yet. I think it was just on her mind when she was designing it.
He's like, where have I seen this pattern before?
It was all a fever dream for her, I think, Italy.
Oh, brilliant.
All right. Top 5 for this weekend. Go.
In order?
In order.
Liam number 1. Always.
Got it.
I think I'll meet. I don't know if Jared's going, but I'll go if he is.
Let's presume he is.
Yeah, I'll go Jared in the final. I'll get Jared in the final. I think Aaron will come top 5.
Where?
And then I think he'll come 5th.
Okay.
And then 4th place. I'm going to go big Josh Heiser.
Okay. Who's your third place?
Oh. Third place, Dan Lilly,
You got it.
I think.
Graham?
I'll go Liam winning it. Dan second. Jared
Who?
third. Dan in second. Jared in third. Then you in fourth, and then we'll go Aaron fifth.
All right. I'm going Liam, Jared, Danny, Aaron, and then myself. Because I think I'll end up probably facing one of you or Jared or something, probably like in the semifinals, and then Danny facing the other one. And I think then that's going to be tough going down. So we'll see, though. We will see. I'm excited. My kids are coming. They're going to play in their, it'll be Elliot's. It's both of their second tournaments. Elliot only played juniors at the UK Open, though, and Maddie's only ever played doubles with me in Croatia last year. So it will be their first opportunity and their first time ever playing in a all ages singles event. But they're both looking forward to it, and I'm excited to watch them. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
What are you going to do if they draw each other?
Well, I'm going to win. I don't let my kids win shit, bro. You got to earn that. If you let your kids win, you're doing them a disservice. Because then when they actually win, it doesn't mean as much.
Yeah, I would agree with that. They got to learn the hard way.
100%,
Win
man.
everything.
That's right. Contrary to society's beliefs, not everybody's a fucking winner. Some people are just losers. Sorry, it's cold hard facts. I mean, literally just ask England football.
Yeah. Not the women, though.
Ask US football. Not the women, though.
No.
I know y'all's women win shit and people still act like they don't even exist. And I'm like, oh my God, that's your only shot at bringing home a trophy. Praise these women. But
I think that's a conversation for another time.
100%. We need to get off here, man. We can't have back-to-back super long episodes. So
yeah,
Saturday at the 108, let's fucking go.
Go. Welcome to my city.
Stay tuned for an announcement on that day as well. All right, I'm Josh.
I'm Graham.
I'm Liam.
Just board it.
Slow.
Liam the Lumberjack. Peace.
Just board it.
Laters. Bye.
Peace out.
I'll try next time.